Hello and welcome to another tutorial from Photo Solutions Market. My name is Sean D. Mint, and today we're going to be talking about one of the templates in the limited edition collection Signature Series located at photosolutionsmarket.com. Today we'll be talking about the Signature Series Urban Ice template, and when you open this template you'll notice that it has multiple layers that we can change and function and also adjust to what we want it to be. We'll go over these layers here real quickly and give you an idea of how things work. Obviously the first piece of business is when you get this template you will have probably a silhouette here of the player, but as you can see you can move this player around, put him wherever you want. But what you would do in this situation is remove this player and then drag in your own player to that spot in the template. Now, in the sense of how this template functions and how you change all of the colors, that is always one of the biggest questions. But before we get to that, you can also turn on and off the hockey puck. You could also, if you wanted to put more than one hockey puck, you could always free transform the puck, and you could always duplicate it by doing a Control J, and you could maybe flip this thing horizontally and maybe put more than one. So you can duplicate these and all that kind of stuff. So these layers are all changeable. So if you wanted to change the ratio of this template, obviously this is a 2:3 ratio, but if you wanted to do a 4:5 ratio, you would just simply move elements around to fit inside of a new crop zone and then crop it to that size that you want. Alright, so let's get down to actually changing some stuff. Let's say that we wanted to change our number. Our number is a normal text layer and it has a character color. It does not have an overlay or anything like that. So what you're going to do, what you'll do here is just change the font color. So you're going to come up here, let's say we wanted to make it red to match up with his red. There we go. Now you'll notice that there's a little bit of a problem here. You see there's a different color, and that's because we have a smoke color in the background, and you see it kind of more clearly over here. That's blue. So we'll come down to our color fog, double click on our color overlay, and you see that it is black. That one we don't need to change, and then the other color overlay we see is blue. So if we wanted to change that to red, we change that to red. There we go. Now this first one you saw I skipped over, and that's actually the fog at the top. So let's say for example we wanted to change that fog. We click on that color overlay, change it from the black that comes from the template. We could change that to red, and now we could have it all red. So you have the top and the bottom fogs that you can change there for colors. Now when it comes to the first name, obviously that is also another font color. So if we wanted to change this maybe over to blue, we just change it to blue. If you want to adjust the stroke, just double click on stroke. You can change the size of the stroke to be whatever size you want it to be. And if you wanted to come in here and maybe add a drop shadow, you can do that as well and add a little dimension to it. So these are some different things that you can do with that. Now editing the text, if you want to change the number, change the name, all of that is simply using the text tool, highlighting the number. Let's change him to number 3. And let's give an example. Let's say he's 33, and maybe that's too big. We'll just use our free transform again, and we'll just transform the number down to the size that we want it to be. Same with the name. Let's just say that he's got a long name, so we'll give him a name that goes off the screen. There we go. So all we'll do is a free transform, and we'll just bring it in to the size that we want it to be. Same with the first name. We'll just say his name is Andy, and then we can move his name over. Now you can also change the text by just double clicking on the text icon, and that will highlight the text, and then you can just change it again. So instead of Andy, let's say his name is Andrew, and his name is now off on the side, so we just come back to our move tool, move that text over. And then again at the top here we have more text as well, and that is simply just again highlighting that. Now the shape here, you can change the color of this, but just by double clicking on the shape you could change that to red if you'd like. And if you wanted to go in and adjust the stroke or anything like we did with the name, you could also add a drop shadow on this as well. And you can also feather that out. Give it a little bit more dimension. So that is just some of the things that you can do with this template. It is a very simple template, but you can, like I said, you can turn certain things off. If you don't want certain textures on here, you can turn those textures on and off. You can move them around, that kind of thing. So hopefully this helps you out in using the Signature Series Urban Ice template, again available at photosolutionsmarket.com.